Good evening, friends, and welcome to Palm Springs Stadium here tonight from Palm Springs, California, alongside Sam Walters. I'm Steve Granado. This contest, the PSCL Uncommitted squad taking on the Palm Springs Power. These two teams faced off a couple of days ago-ish because this is a brand new PSCL roster showcasing some of the best talent we have in the Power Summer Collegiate League. So it's always exciting when these matchups come to fruition because, well, these guys get a chance to showcase their talents against some of the best that California and the country have to offer. Alongside, again, Sam Walters, I'm Steve Granado. Sam, the last one was a good one, especially in the beginning. I think the Power weren't ready for that PSCL team.
No, they jumped on in the top of the first, and they're going to have a tough battle here tonight. Eric Telaroja has really good stuff. Got a lot of bite on a lot of his pitches. It's going to be a different look than they had against Matt Wright the other day.
It'll be Tyler Smith to lead things off. We'll get the rest of the lineup here in just a second. Right-hander Telaroja on the bump kick steals. The first pitch is going to run inside. We get started today here a minute early. It is 7:04 p.m. in Palm Springs and 107 degrees in front of us. 1-0 Smith out in front of the changeup, and it's 1-1 strike. Eric Telaroja out of Cal State San Bernardino, 6'3", 180. A 1-1 will be floated down the right field line. It's slicing out of play for a 1-2 count. Telaroja making his fourth start with the Power. It is his fifth appearance overall. Here's the lineup: Tyler Smith, Michael Carnazzo, and Jalen Freeman. Further, it goes Chase Patterson, Hayden Young-Goldberg, Michael Macias in the bottom third here for the PSCL. Henry Wright, Mitchell Parker, and Drake Bicknell. 1-2 strikes here on Tyler Smith. Smith out of Motlow State Community College fouls this one off, and it's still there at 1-2. A Nolensville, Tennessee native. Tyler Smith calls the Colonials his PSCL home team, batting just shy of 412 games this year. He sits on one, leaves it up into left field, and that'll be a base knock here to begin the contest. Tyler Smith battles against Telaroja and picks up a leadoff knock.
Those are the kind of the at-bats that you have to have versus the Power, especially against Telaroja. He recognized the stuff early, was able to hang in there for a few pitches, and finally saw one just able to poke it out. That's how you get on base. That's how you find yourself in scoring position eventually. The good speed that Tyler Smith has can definitely give him that.
He's already threatening at first. The first pitch to Michael Carnazzo runs outside. Umpires here for tonight's contest: on the base paths, Alton Weaver, and calling balls and strikes this evening, Orlando Martinez. 1-0 strikes here from Michael Carnazzo. They check in at first and say hello once more to Tyler Smith. We're just underway from Palm Springs Stadium. 0-0 your score, with the PSCL batting for the first time today. Runner goes. Little roller towards third. That's going to get the runner over to second base. The ground out goes 5-3 to Sean Johnson. Tell me the rest of that defense, Sam.
Sure. For the Power in the left to right outfield, in left is Mason Velasquez, and center is Brian Leaf. Cameron Schneider out in right field today. Third to first on the infield, you just saw Deshaun Johnson at the hot corner. Ryan Rodriguez at short, Casey Kleinman at second. Interesting note today, Cato Kleinman is available to play. Kyle Sakin is over at first for the Power, and then Justin Mazzone behind the plate.
Fully suited up, Cato. We saw him take a rehab game this morning, playing with the Bootleggers. Ended up going 0 for 3 in that contest, but got tested with the legs on the diamond at short and stood the test.
He looked good.
He looked very good, very collected, and had his feet underneath him well. This is Jalen Freeman. Left-handed bat out of the 3 spot with a runner at second base and 1 out. Eric Telaroja comes home. Check swing, nice block by Justin Mazzone to keep the runner at bay, 1-0.
Well, Jalen Freeman's been splitting time with the Power for the past 2 weeks. You know this is a bat they couldn't afford to let go to the Power tonight. The PSCL wanted him in full display.
Yeah, 11 games played in the PSCL, 346 average. Most of him getting on base this year has been because of hits. He only has 2 walks this year and hasn't been hit by a pitch. He leaves it up and drills it down the right field line, just foul. Oh, that was a mistake pitch. No ifs, ands, or buts. But Eric Teleroja gets away with it to tell the tale.
Yeah, that's a mistake early in the count. Freeman knows how to wait on a breaking ball. He's got good power from the left side.
That would have been a double at least with his speed as well. One ball and one strike. Ain't gonna go there again. Down and in, pulls it and tucks it inside the chalk. That will go for extra bases and a run home. Freeman's on his way to second, cut it and hit to third. He's going to get in there with a stand-up RBI triple. And again, the PSCL on the board in the first. It's 1-0.
Different pitch, same result. Jalen Freeman just knows how to get it down the line. And after that one that they shot down on the right field line the pitch before, they didn't shade him up whatsoever over there.
Well, he went down to get that one down and in, just pulled his hands inside and says, you know what, I'll stand at third base. Thank you very much. Doesn't have a triple down at the PSCL level. As the first pitch comes home and misses outside to Chase Patterson. Doesn't have one at the Palm Springs power level either, so first triple of the year. No matter which way you slice it for Jalen Freeman. That's a really good at-bat. He was all over Teleroja. Chase Patterson will try to bring him home now from third base. Infield plays back with only one out. Pitch runs outside, and it's 3 balls and no strikes.
Well, it seemed early the way that Tyler Smith and Carnazzo had their at-bats that they were going to play some manufacture baseball. Jalen Freeman said, step aside, let me in here.
Let me go ahead and smack one for you. There's a strike, 3-1. Eric Teleroja entering today 14 2/3 innings, had only allowed 3 earned runs in that span. Tune of a 1-1-6 whip. Walked. Oh, nope, just kidding. Even Chase Patterson had me fooled. He'll come back with a full count.
He was halfway up the baseline. He
he
said, maybe if I make it 3/4.
Yeah, maybe they'll just let me go.
No, Chase can dig back in there. He's got a good bat. The Haymakers have used him all season out of the middle of the lineup.
3-2, rang him up on the outside edge. He thought that was a little bit high, but down he goes. First strikeout for Eric Teleroja. Hayden Young Goldberg, the next kid up.
Now batting for the PSCL, the first baseman, number 1, Hayden Young Goldberg.
Well, this is a bat I'm excited to get to see in this game. This is a guy that goes unspoken a good bit in the PSCL. We don't give him enough credit for how solid of a bat he is for the Rush.
Yeah, he's had a cold start this season. Just 3 for 18 down with the Rush in 9 games played. But it would be a big opportunity for him right here to try and bring one home. Upstairs with it for a 2-0 count. Still at third base, Jalen Freeman. We're in the top of the first. 1-0 PSCL for a second straight night have taken the lead in the first. (2-0) overthrown. 3 balls and no strikes. That's back-to-back 3-0 counts. The right-hander set at the chest. He comes back. 3-0, caught the inside edge, 3-1.
The good thing for young Goldberg is that this slump isn't unfounded. He's putting the ball in play.
Again, we talk about it during PSCL games, but 9 games, even though it's about half of the season, it's a pretty small sample size. Swing and a miss, it's 3-2. Can't fully judge a player based on what would be 3 weeks, essentially, of a spring season.
Especially splitting time.
Sure. Foul back. I mean, if you really want to judge it on 18 at-bats, go for it. But something to be said for just that low number for certain. So that's back-to-back 3-0s brought back to full. Trying to get out of this with the minimal damage. There's a payoff. And he lost him. First walk of the day here for Eric Teleroja. Keeps the inning alive for Michael Macias.
Still 2 outs in the top of the first. Now batting, the third baseman, number 17, Michael Macias.
So Michael Macias will come to the plate now. Runners on the corners. Macias, the number 17 on the back of his green jersey. Yeah, he went, and it's 0-1.
Go up there looking for an easy ride-or-die fastball, and that's what Teleroja greets you with. That's what makes him so good for the power. Really knows how to get hitters off balance.
Long pause, the 0-1. I think they called that a no pitch. They called time right before he came home. Macias played 10 games so far here in the PSCL with the Grizzly. 2 RBIs, 6 hits, all singles in 20 at-bats, 25 plate appearances. Teleroja steps off.
I like Macias' versatility in the field. They put him just about everywhere in the infield for the Grizzlies so far this season. He's been at third, he's been at second, had a few games at first.
He's playing third base tonight. This is a 1-0. Ground ball to his opposing third baseman, Deshaun Johnson. And that'll be a quick end here to the first inning, but not before Jalen Freeman makes a little noise with an RBI 3-bagger. Palm Springs for the second straight game looking up before they come to bat. It's 1-0. Casey Kleiman will lead things off.
I'm pretty good, Mitch. How are you?
Doing just fine.
Good evening, everybody. I am your in-game host, Aaron Freud, and I just wanted to let you know the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway is the world's largest rotating tram car. Once you reach the top, there are restaurants, a natural history museum, over 50 miles of hiking trails, and so much more. Check out the tram today. Blue Coyote in downtown Palm Springs offers all of your favorite Mexican and Southwestern dishes. Be sure to stop in and try what many are calling the best margarita on the planet. The Wild Coyote Margarita, sure to make you...
Leading off for the power in the bottom of the first, the second baseman, number 15, Casey Kleiman.
Casey Kleiman will lead things off, followed by Ryan Rodriguez and Brian Leaf. Anything further goes Kyle Sakin, Justin Mazzone, and Deshaun Johnson. Bottom part of the order reads Cam Schneider, Mason Velasquez, and Ernesto Figueroa. They're all facing off with the right-hander Martin Neal. 6 appearances with the Lumberjacks this year. He has not started. In for a strike, it's 0-1. We will play this just like we played the last one in this showcase game. Only 1 inning per guy. So be ready for many a change. The 0-1 from Martin Neal, a little bit high, but catches the corner, and it's 0-2.
Martin Neal has pinpoint accuracy better than a lot of guys I've seen in the PSCL. The reason I think he's getting the start today, not only because his team is in first and he's one of the better pitchers on it, but he just knows how to avoid the walk.
Well, he avoided it by a long shot. 3 pitches to get Kleiman swinging, and there's 1 down.
And being able to put a fastball by a guy on the power, that's got to feel good to start off.
Yeah, that's a good way to get your engines revving and running. Ryan Rodriguez to the plate, the 26 in red. We'll get to the defense here in just a moment. Neal has tossed 11 innings in the PSCL, but holding opponents to a .056 average. ERA sub 1 and a whip sub 1 at .91. Numbers looking good for the first 11 innings. 1-0, breaking ball, got him to break that elbow a little bit, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, his ability to throw any pitch at any time, that's how he gets soft contact. Guys are off balance a lot.
The 1-1 pitch on its way upstairs. Tell me that outfield, Sam.
Out there for the power. For the PSCL, it's Jalen Freeman in left and Henry Wright, Bootlegger's teammates, teaming up in left and center, and Mitchell Parker, the lone rush member, in right.
2 balls to 1 strike here on Ryan Rodriguez. Here it comes. And that's a strike called.
In the infield, third to first, they have Michael Macias at third, Tyler Smith at short, Michael Carnazzo manning second today, and Hayden Young Goldberg at first. Behind the plate is Drake Bicknell working with his own teammate, Martin Neal.
3-1. Didn't give it to him. Again, still working without a scoreboard here. So it's a 3-ball, 2-strike count. 3-ball, 2-strike count. Coming back now. Got him to chase it. Back to back for Martin Neal. There's 2 gone.
This is what puts the Lumberjacks ahead of many teams in the PSCL. Their 1-2 punch at the top with Martin Neal and Ubaldo Romo. You see Neal right now. Those guys know how to deal.
Martin Neal looking good to start here. 5'10", 156. Don't forget that 6. Take every pound you can get. I have a few to spare, Martin, if you need any. Brian Leaf, the center fielder now. Always the toughest test in the middle of this order. And he lines the first one he sees into center field. Brian Leaf back on the saddle with a single in the first. Just caught too much of the plate.
Yeah, he wasn't going to make it easy. And being able to try to throw that breaking ball first pitch, Brian's seen that a good bit in his career. He knows how to wait for it.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 38.
Kyle Sakin to the plate. So a runner at first in Leaf. He goes. I was just about to say he's a threat to run. The throw down is good. Just safe. Oh, man, you think this PSCL team ain't fired up?
They got their biggest supporters behind them in the crowd. A whole lot of other PSCL players.
A lot of boys showed up here tonight. Well, the PSCL clearly has something more to play for today. The Power, while they take it seriously, are not as animated. They are the elder statesmen, if you will. This is their house.
Thank you, Flo Rida.
Perfect. No balls and 2 strikes here on Kyle Sakin, trying to equalize this game. PSCL lead at 1-0. Really liking what we're seeing out of Martin Neal today. Working ahead.
The good thing for Martin Neal is that his delivery is very repeatable from both the stretch and from the windup.
That's a big plus. All right, he's set. Looks at second, comes home. Off the plate, 1-2. Decision to go fastball there. Leaf is lead off second. In the dirt, 2-2. Neal loses his lid.
These are the really interesting matchups for me this game, are the guys that are on the Power roster that were once on the PSCL teams. Kyle Sakin splits time.
By the way, Brian Leaf, that was his 10th stolen bag in as many tries this year. He's into double digits now.
Blink and you miss it.
Yeah. 2-2. Breaking ball left up in the zone, but going to be a lazy fly ball to right. Mitchell Parker is there to make the grab, and a one hit here in the inning. Brian Leaf, a 2-out single. He gets left stranded at second base. Inning in the books. We go to 2. PSCL leads at 1-0.
On behalf of the Power, we would like to make a special announcement this evening. It is a special day for a young man here tonight. Happy birthday to David Rattay. David is 9 years old today. On the count of 3, if everybody could say happy birthday, David. 1, 2, 3. Weingarten and Huff are third-generation insurance agents and brokers. Combined, these two families have more than 130 years of insurance experience. They share values of community service and personal commitment to their clients. Fans, it's the in-and-out second inning. If any player from the Power hits a double, a few lucky fans will walk away with a certificate for a free double-double. Fans, be sure to check out In-N-Out Burger in Thousand Palms. In-N-Out, quality you can taste. As we move to the top of the second, the PSCL lead 1-0. Now batting for the PSCL, the center fielder, number 20, Henry Wright.
Eric Teleroja back out to the bump here after giving up a run on 2 hits in the first inning with a walk and a strikeout. First batter he faces to open up the second frame is Henry Wright. Misses high and tight near the hands. 1 ball, no strikes. This one pulled foul on the third base side. Right with the bootleggers this year. Reaching base at a .433 clip through 9 games. 6 singles, 2 doubles, 3 ribbies. He's also 2 for 3 on the base paths this season. This one on the corner at the edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. Coming home now. Over your head. 2-1. Right out of West Valley College in Saratoga. Went to Branham High School, class of 2019. He was a 3-sport athlete in high school. As he swings through this one. Basketball and football as he goes down on strikes. So Wright is the second strikeout of the day for Eric Teleroja. And there's 1 away for Mitchell Parker. First pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. Parker, the right fielder today, a left-handed bat. Calls the Rush his home, a .435 average in the first 11 games of the year, 10 hits and 23 tries. He's driven in 7 in those 11. Give me a Slurpee. Swings to this one. 1-0. It was an RBI triple from Jalen Freeman in the top of the first. Has the PSCL up here early. Coming home. Roped down the line. It's going to go for strike 2.
Man, lefties are getting a good jump on Eric Teleroja right now.
Yeah, that's telling me maybe he's showing too much.
Quite possibly. Jalen Freeman had the foul ball sent down the line and then eventually the triple. Young Goldberg had a hard foul down the line.
He swung on and missed. They'll have to throw down to first to complete the strikeout. And that will complete it. So that's 3 strikeouts and 3 in a row retired. Saw Parker kind of fly open that time out in front of the breaking ball.
Yeah, you could tell that he was searching for something else.
Drake Bicknell to the plate with 2 outs and nobody aboard. Bicknell, the 9th batter, doing the catching this evening. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Sun setting on this beautiful evening. Great visibility. The mountains in the backdrop are still bathed in sunlight. The 0-1 will be lifted into medium depth. Right center going back is the second baseman Kleinman. And hey, that's a nice simple 1-2-3 for Eric Teleroja. An inning and a half complete to the bottom of 2. Justin Mazzone will lead it off for the Power, trailing 1-0.
Get well now. Visit Eisenhower Medical Center, located in Sunrise Way in Palm Springs. Get your healthcare needs. Eisenhower Health is proud to support the community with health centers throughout the valley. To learn more, visit eisenhowerhealth.org. Located in the El Paseo Shopping District in Palm Desert, El Paseo Jewelers offers loose diamonds, exquisite diamond and gemstone jewelry. Known gold and diamond jewelry pieces, their store has an impeccable reputation for both quality and customer service. The Hitting Zone teaches baseball and softball with integrity, discipline, pride, and perseverance. Their goal is to assist and develop their athletes to achieve the highest levels of competition they desire while teaching life lessons that will last them a lifetime.
Attention, please. Now pitching for the PSCL, Ty Simons.
Well, as promised, we will have a new pitcher every inning for the PSCL, and this might start feeling like a Lumberjacks game. Kai Simons on the bump now, working in relief of Martin Neal. Neal had a very good first, kept the top of the order off balance, ended up going an inning with a hit. It was a single. No runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts, and left a runner stranded at second base to keep the lead intact. Kai Simons bats now here, or pitches rather, to face off with Justin Mazzone. First pitch swinging, skied into deep center field. Underneath it is Henry Wright. 1 pitch, 1 down, bottom 2.
Yeah, you don't want to go long in an at-bat with Justin Mazzone. He's worked plenty of full counts. Being able to get him first pitch out is really good.
Simons 5 games worked in the PSCL this year, 1 of which was a start, 6 1/3. 8 strikeouts in those 6 1/3, and just 1 earned run allowed, 2 runs total. Deshaun Johnson, third baseman, trying to get the power offense rolling here, trailing 1-0. First pitch misses, 1 ball and no strikes. 7:33 p.m. here on this Tuesday evening. Glad you're deciding to spend it with us. Sam Walters to my right. I'm Steve Granado. 1-0 flipped out to left center field for a base hit. headed towards the alleyway. Johnson thinks 2. He's going to head there. Throw coming in is offline, and it's a 1-out double for Deshaun Johnson. It's the second consecutive inning that the Power have put a base runner in scoring position.
Yeah, good for Deshaun. He's been on a bit of a cold spell this past week, but that's one way to break out of it.
Sure is.
The right fielder, number 17, Cameron Schneider.
Cam Schneider has turned into a regular here with the Power, getting a start nearly every day now.
He earned it. First game with the Power, he went 3 for 4.
6 hits and 17 tries now up with the big club. Good breaking ball for a strike. Tight curve that just kind of spins off of the plate. Like that for a first pitch. Shows me he's got confidence to throw that. Not afraid. Simons will come to the plate even though everyone said step off. It's 1-1. Entire infield was duped by the little dance move by Deshaun Johnson.
Kai Simon's unfazed.
Yeah, unbothered. 1 ball and 1 strike. The righty looks a couple times, now comes home. Upstairs with it. 2-1. You don't want to let it become a distraction here. Almost had the daylight play on there. 3-1. You saw the second baseman Carnazzo breaking to the bag.
Quite honestly, I think I'd rather see Kai attack the plate here. Let Deshaun do what he does. He was trying to trick him, trying to throw him off from the first pitch.
Three-1. Downstairs, ball 4. To your point, Sam, as Schneider walks, you started seeing that now over the last 2 or so years up at in the show, where guys are legitimately just balking to get them out of the second base position.
Yeah.
Seen Kenley Jansen do it. I believe I've seen Clayton Kershaw do it. Some guys are just saying, get away. I don't want to deal with you. Get on third. I don't care.
That's supreme confidence.
Yeah. Mason Velasquez now with an opportunity to equalize this game. First and second, 1 out. First pitch upstairs, 1 ball, no strikes. Velasquez, today's left fielder of choice out of the 8th spot. Velasquez has played 7 games with the Power, has 4 hits in those games. Has reached base 6 times otherwise, walked 4 times, and hit by 2 pitches. Only 1 out here, looking for that ground ball to get him back to the dugout. There goes the runner to third. Pitch is outside, good throw on its way. Tag is there, but late. Deshaun Johnson swipes third, following suit once he got the message as Cam Schneider to second. Double steal pulled off. Good toss from Drake Picknell, but it was just too big of a jump.
Yeah, Kai throws a lot of breaking balls, so guys just started getting the read. I believe 4 out of the 5 he threw that put Cam Schneider on base were breaking.
Coming home. Off speed, misses up and away. 3 balls and no strikes. Lost him. Back-to-back walks to fill up the bases for Ernesto Figueroa. They're going to go out and talk to him.
Fans are still 1 out in the bottom of the second.
It's a conversation here, Sam.
My guess is probably lean more on the fastball. Just try to attack the zone, see if you can use the breaking ball to your advantage as an off-balance pitch. Right now, he's throwing a lot of them just to get the count full.
Trust your stuff. Trust the fastball. Don't be intimidated by the bigger kids.
He was confident from the start. Take your time. You can work from the windup. Not sure if Kai, I think Kai actually works always from the stretch.
That's what we've seen.
Now batting, the designated hitter. Number
Just go up there, regain that confidence. That first 2 batters, even though he gave up the double to Johnson, you could tell that he was up there with a purpose.
This is the 7th game of the season for Ernesto Figueroa up here. He's driven in just 1 run in those 6 games. Big opportunity to tie or take the lead. Downstairs with a heater, 1 ball, no strikes. Figgy out of Bryant and Stratton College, located in Albany, New York. 6'2", 230 from Providence, Rhode Island. "1-0, call it a strike." Figgy's kind of been all over the place. This is the 3rd school he's been to. This is his 3rd year in the organization. 1-1. Off the plate, 2 balls and 1 strike. Figgy played for the Chill in 2019 and 2020. Up here with the power in 21. Bases juiced, 1 gone, 1-0. PSCL could change rapidly here in the 2nd. 2-1 pitch. That's a good little slider for a 2-2 count.
Yeah, that's a good pitch in a good spot.
And started on the inside part of the plate. Fell off down and away. Took the whole shebang there. Johnson at 3rd, Schneider at 2nd, Velasquez at 1st. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the 9-hitter. Top of the order looms, and Kleinman coming home. Sat on and sent backwards out of play. Some kid is getting a popsicle.
Remember, if you retrieve a foul ball and bring it to the 3rd base side concession stand, you can receive a free popsicle.
I promise I didn't tell him to say that.
I'll be right back, Steve.
Okay. You're going to put your shoes on the ground and put your knees on it?
I'm going to put my sandals in sport mode.
There you go.
Off to the races.
This is a big spot here for Kai Simons. Trying to work through this. Time called. Figgy wants to think about it. Right-hander Simons is set in the middle of the rubber. Coming back now. Breaking ball swung on and missed. And down goes Figueroa for a crucial 2nd out.
Well, I could have seen that coming. He pulled the string twice in a row, kept on burying him deeper and deeper, then just went right down below the zone. I think he had nothing to do about that one. He just biggest swing he could muster, but really good breaking ball in a good spot there for Kai.
It's because it wasn't too high.
Otherwise, that's wheelhouse.
Yeah, otherwise Figgy's sending that one to the moon. So base is still loaded. Kleiman struck out in his first trip. He'll take a strike to begin at 0-1. If Kai Simons can get out of this, boy.
We haven't seen him or Martin Deal pitch to contact yet. No ground balls to the infield so far. They're attacking batters all the way through.
Skips in and Bicknell stops it. 1 ball, 1 strike.
This is a good position to be in with the PSCL. You're not having guys work to, the guys on the mound are working the catchers that they know so far. 2 lumberjacks being caught by Drake Bicknell, another jack.
Another stop by Bicknell. 2-1. Don't be afraid. Attack Kleinman here. Attack him.
I think that's one thing that started to roll on more and more as we played the last PSCL game. As his catchers started cycling out and more pitchers were coming in, you know, the unfamiliarity can loom large, especially when you're going out there in a different situation already than any game you've played this season.
Especially at night. Not playing a lot of night games. Reached out and savored him. Here's a little pop-up first base side to get him out of the inning. Kleinman just chased a ball, but will end up being the final out of the inning. With one out, the Power load the bases, can't come across. No runs, a hit, no errors. 3 left, 2 complete. What a job by Kai Simons to get out of the jam. We go to the third, 1-0 PSCL.
The third inning is brought to you by Trio Restaurants. Anytime the Power hit a triple or turn a triple play during the third inning, one lucky fan will receive a $50 gift card to Trio, located in downtown Palm Springs. Trio Restaurant, where Palm Springs eats. Desert Air Conditioning is a proud sponsor of the Palm Springs Power. Desert Air Conditioning is the company you can count on for all of your comfort needs. The family of air since 1954. Let their family serve your family. Visit desertairps.com today. Las Caspalas is one of the best patio dining scenes in the valley. They have been serving authentic Mexican food for over 60 years in the heart of downtown Palm Springs. Las Caspalas Terraza, a proud supporter of Power Baseball. Leading off the top of the third for the PSCL, the shortstop, number 5, Tyler Smith.
Slim margin right now here for the PSCL, leading 1-0. Eric Teleroja comes back out and starts off the top of the order of Tyler Smith with a strike. Entering the frame 4 in a row, retired since a 2-out walk to Young Goldberg in the first. Outside with a fastball now, and it's 1-1. Tyler Smith, Michael Carnazzo, and Jalen Freeman due up here in the inning. Combined 2 for 3 to start. 1-1 on the inside edge for a called strike. Took something off of that one. One and 2 here. Smith loops one towards second base. Moving back is Kleinman for the easy out. Well, we figured that this might happen today, Sam. Eric Teleroja, once he gets into a groove, there ain't much that can stop him.
It's happened quite a few times. We've seen him, not a slow start in the first inning, just having to get his stuff back in, and then second through the fifth, however long he goes, he cruises.
Michael Carnazzo grounded out the first time up. He'll send the first one back. Leaf is still moving. He's reaching out and making the grab. Running dead central for the second out. Well, Leaf wasn't anticipating that ball to carry as much as it did off of the bat.
Yeah, it went a long way, and it's good on him to keep on tracking that. Always backtracking with the head towards the ball. That's a sign of a good center fielder.
Also helps that he's played in this yard plenty. Knows how much room he has.
That's right.
You can see the effects on this field, by the way, Sam. When we got here about, 5 weeks ago, as Jalen Freeman, after the RBI triple, takes one up and away. When we got here, this was some of the greenest grass that you could ever hope for. Strike called. But now, we're seeing dead spots everywhere. The cut of the grass, the edge of it on the infield, the wear and tear is here on this diamond. And that's no knock on the crew. They've done a fantastic job of keeping this thing in playing shape. But there's only so much you can do when you're playing 3 games on it a day, 4 times a week, and the other 3 you're playing at least 2. Ground ball sharply foul for strike 2.
Yeah, plenty of guys out there in that outfield especially. We're constantly seeing guys having to track down all over this field. Plenty of green to go around. was one of the things that surprised me coming into California, especially in the desert area.
Yeah.
The greens are kept nice here.
Sure are. Plenty of golf ranges around here. A sky-high pop-up right side of the diamond. Kleinman calls everybody off. That's 7 in a row now for Eric Teleroja. All out in the air in the third. They're still trailing, however, 1-0. Let's go to the home half.
The PSCL lead 1-0. Let's send it down to Aaron for our chipping challenge tonight.
Fans, turn your attention to left field as Ubaldo and Vinny compete in tonight's chipping challenge. Here are the rules. Each player will be given a golf ball, and the one who chips the golf ball closest to Noah holding our flag will win tonight's contest. First up, we have Ubaldo. Take it away, Ubaldo. All right, give it up for Ubaldo. Next up, we have Vinny. It looks like Ubaldo won tonight. Give each contestant a round of applause.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the PSCL, number 4, Kenny Keller. Leading off in the bottom.
Kai Simon's night is over as anticipated. 1 inning of work. He ended up facing 6 batters, walking 2, giving up a double with a strikeout, and did not allow anybody to score. He had bases loaded with 1 out and was able to get out of the jam. Ryan Rodriguez will lead things off against Kenny Keller, one of the arms that has really impressed us here in the early going. First pitch called strike 0-1.
Well, he was the first one we saw go a complete game. Gave up only 2 runs in the last frame he saw. But really impressive stuff. He's pitched the most innings out of any guy in the PSCL.
Check swing went around. Kenny Keller, 5 games appeared in, 3 of which were starts, and got aforementioned complete game. Strikeout total in 18 innings is now at 21. He has walked 12. So +9 on the good side. It's 1-0 PSCL. They took their lead 3 batters in. Been quiet offensively since. Chances have been there for the Power. They've put 4 runners on base, 3 of them in scoring position. Bouncing ball will be picked up foul. Ryan Rodriguez, Brian Leaf, Kyle Sakin. No easy task.
The main reason we might see it, we'd love to see Kenny Keller work this inning clean, but man, he is a base runner, a racer.
Yeah. 3 pickoffs in that 1 game. Ridiculous. Who does that? Anywhere.
No, he's the opposite of a Kershaw or a Kinley.
Here's a little liner into right, and Ryan Rodriguez has a base hit. Over there to cut it off is Mitchell Parker. He will not get that one, and it'll get second base here for Rodriguez. That'll go as a double. That ball had some extra mustard on it, and I think Mitchell Parker has got to fix that divot he just created, speaking of golf courses.
Yeah, he tried a hard stop to try to plant his foot, get the throw into second. It looks like he slipped a little bit.
Second double of the game for the Power. Johnson and now Rodriguez. Brings up Brian Leaf, a single on the first pitch he saw. That was against Martine Neal. All three pitchers have given up a hit now. Tying run at second base to open up the third. First pitch to Leaf. Brian lines this one into left field, down for a base knock and a tie ball game to boot. 2 pitches, 2 singles, now tack on an RBI for Brian Leaf. We're tied at 1.
The score is now tied 1-1.
Whatever it is tonight, Brian Leaf just wants to swing first pitch.
Nobody out in the bottom of the third. Now batting, the first baseman, number 38,
Kyle Sakin flew out back in the first inning. He's 0 for 1.
Wonder if Brian knows about Kenny Keller. That's a pretty conservative lead for a guy with 10 steals.
Yeah. Inside 1-0. Yeah, you do venture. We talked about it momentarily, but yes, the guys at the Power are taking it seriously, no doubt about that. They're not going easy or anything like that. But I wonder how much they're looking into it. I know Brian Leaf has been known to come around here during PSCL games and just watch for a little bit.
Yeah, you got the scouting report.
Coming home to Sakin. Popped it up on the infield, middle of the diamond for everybody, drifting towards first. Young Goldberg is there to make the grab, and there's 1 out.
1 out in the bottom of the third.
Justin Mazzone now.
Now batting, the catcher, number 40.
This is the batter that Kenny needs to go after. This is the lefty-lefty matchup he's been waiting on. It's the only lefty in the lineup outside of Mason Velasquez.
Justin Mazzone had a pretty good hack against, that was Kai Simons in the second inning. He flew out to center field. Keeping Leaf honest. You almost expect him to pick him off now.
He's not afraid to go back-to-back either when you least expect it.
That quick jab step. First pitch swinging, looped out to right center field for a base knock. First to third for Brian Leaf as the ball is cut off by Parker to get back into the infield. Ball got away for a second, but Leaf ain't going nowhere. 3 hits in the inning, and now go ahead at third with only 1 out for Deshaun Johnson.
Well, Kenny's letting it leak a little bit. That one just came near the middle. I'd like to see him use a little bit more of the off speed. That was what was putting away batters.
See if he starts it out here like that. Bryce Ramirez is getting loose right now in the bullpen for the PSCL. Went to the fastball. It's 0-1.
It's interesting that we see, I think Kenny Keller might be a better worker towards right-handed hitters than he is towards lefties. He really knows how to use the inside part of the plate well against righties. He's already jammed Kyle Sakin.
Lost that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Don't let these numbers and these hits fool you. Kenny Keller has looked really good this year. Bouncing ball towards short. This could be an inning double play. Smith, Carnazzo sailed. That'll be a fielder's choice. No one advances on what could have been an error. As Brian Leaf comes in to score and the Power take their first lead, they grab it back. It's 2-1.
2 outs in the bottom of the third. Now batting, the right fielder, number 17.
So it goes 6-4 to put away Mazzone. Johnson aboard at first, and now Cam Schneider, who walked and stole a bag, comes to the plate. It's a 2-1 Palm Springs Power lead. We're in the bottom of 3. Call it a strike. It's 0-1.
That's where he went to the breaking ball for the first pitch. I like that.
Small lead off of first. Pitch sails up and away to even up the count. So 2 runs here in the inning. They've done it on 3 hits. Now 5 total in the contest. Again, there was no air on that throw because nobody advanced. Foul ball. 1-2. Cam Schneider out of El Camino College, 6'1", 180, the freshman. Went to the put-away breaking ball and got him swinging. So he does end the day with a strikeout, but he does allow 2 runs to come in to score. We played 3, and the PSCL looking up for the first time here in this one. 2-1, we go to the 4th. Sam Walters has your play-by-play when we come back.
Elmer's Restaurant is Palm Springs' best-kept secret. They've been serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner for over 40 years in downtown Palm Springs. Open 7 days a week. Make sure to try their famous German pancake. Kaiser Restaurant Group is the only locally owned steakhouse in Palm Desert, with an extensive bar menu designed for your health. They believe that you truly are what you eat. They offer hormone-free brine, USDA beef for all power fans that come down to Kaiser Grill in Palm Desert. Kennard's Automotive is locally owned and provides services and repairs to the Palm Springs area. Be sure to check out Kennard's Automotive for local car repairs. Of the 4th, the power lead 2-1. Leading off for the PSCL in the top of the 4th.
1 run on 2 hits and no errors with 2 left for the PSCL. Palm Springs 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and 5 left. We head to the top of the 4th. Chase Patterson will lead things off against Eric Teleroja. Kick and deal the first pitch is a breaking ball high. To take you through the next 3, here's Sam Walters.
Thank you, Steve. So it'll be the heart of the order here for the PSCL, facing Teleroja for the 2nd time. Chase Patterson with a 1-0 count. Able to get a piece of it, fouled it twice. One skips in the dirt. Patterson struck out his first time up, drove it to a full count. He was ahead 3-0, and then Teleroja was able to work it back. It'll be Patterson, Young, Goldberg, and Macias due up. Missed outside, 3-1. Patterson in the cleanup spot for the PSCL today. Serving as the designated hitter. 3-1 swung on and missed. Another full count here for Chase Patterson.
Love to see the PSCL respond here.
This is the place to do it. That one misses high, so Patterson able to make it on board.
Snap 7 in a row, retired.
That's only the 2nd walk for Teleroja so far today.
First baseman, number 1.
Guy who drew the other one coming up.
Young Goldberg.
First baseman Hayden Young Goldberg. First pitch is sent into left field in the air. Chasing is the 3rd baseman, Deshaun Johnson. Makes the basket catch. Had a way to track that one down, Deshaun.
I'm surprised Mason Velasquez didn't come get that.
Yeah, Mason was quite a while away in left field. Deshaun Johnson looked like he lost it for a second, but I think he caught it with the bare hand. He kind of gave it the hug.
Yeah, give it the old football catch.
Yeah, hauled that one in. Touchdown.
Michael Macias.
So Young Goldberg retired on the pop out in foul territory. It's the first out here in the top of the 4th. A pickoff back to Chase Patterson at first. Chase Patterson.
Here you go.
I got to start saying boogie when he's on the base path. Another throw to Chase.
Who?
Who's on first? Chase is
Oh,
on
no,
first.
no.
Here's Michael
Pump
Macias.
the brakes. E-brake.
Macias, the third baseman, grounded out his first time up. That one's in the dirt. Power leading this game 2-1. Made the comeback in the bottom of the third. Double and 2 singles scored those runs. Missed high.
This was the batter that kicked off the 7 in a row. So you'd love to see Macias be the guy to get in the hits column. They haven't had a hit since the first inning.
2-0. Missed high. Henry Wright in the on-deck circle. And a 3-0 count to Michael Macias. Saw 4 straight balls. He's on base. Third walk for Teleroja, and the second one this inning has runners at first and second for Henry Wright.
Can't squander this opportunity here. You don't know how many you're going to get against Teleroja and company. Can't let this one go.
No, you're not going to get gifted many versus the power.
Wind's starting to pick up here.
It's blowing around my roster sheet.
Yeah, hasn't been windy in a few days.
Another step off. Teleroja's really getting bothered by Chase Patterson on the base path. So here's Henry Wright. First pitch is in the dirt, gets past the catcher Mazzone. Both runners are going to advance. Patterson takes a long look around third base, but he'll track back.
By the way, SoCal baseball fans, here is a Shohei Ohtani alert. Shohei Ohtani coming to the plate right now. It seems like we're on like Barry Bonds watch right now.
But don't change that channel.
Yeah. Well, leave the YouTube on the laptop. Pull it up on the TV. Yeah.
Valley Sports.
Valley Sports West. Shohei.
You don't have that on your computer.
I got to keep up to date, Sam. Shohei's batting.
1-0 count to Henry Wright, and 2 runners in scoring position. Prime opportunity to score for the PSCL. They trail by 1. Teleroja's 1-0 is fouled back to the screen. It'll have to be the bottom of the lineup for the PSCL, but doesn't mean much considering these guys were kind of thrown into the lineup. Any one of these guys in this PSCL lineup able to do damage. Henry Wright, the first one tasked today. 1-1 in the dirt. Skips past Mazzone. Coming to the plate is Chase Patterson. The throw over is out of line. It is 2-2. Now Macias racing home. The throw got away, and now PSCL have taken the lead, 3-2. Errant throw by Justin Mazzone just cost the power the lead.
Oh, they had a play at the plate there. That was a late break for Chase Patterson. Teleroja was there. And Mazzone, who we normally see smother so well, has let 2 kick away from him here in the inning.
2 score on the wild pitch and the errant throw by Mazzone.
That goes as an E2. First error today. Either side. By the way, Shohei popped down.
By the way, the bases are clear.
By the way, it's 3-2.
All caught up yet? Good. Here's the 2-1. Miss low. Teleroja losing the command a bit here. It's a 3-1 count to Henry Wright. From the wind-up, kick and deal swung on and missed.
That was a long swing from Wright. I want to see him shorten that up right here. See if he makes that adjustment.
Yeah, if you come out of the batter's box and you're already leaning over, it means you need to tighten that up.
He's not choking up here.
3-2. Sat on it on the inside corner and a call at strike 3. So Wright able to work the long at bat to a full count. And throughout it, 2 runs have scored. He sat down for the second out here in the top of the 4th.
Number 21.
4th strikeout for Eric Teleroja today. Mitchell Parker digs in, the left-handed right fielder. Swings at the first pitch and taps it back to the mound. To the Roja Fields, strong throw to first, and that will end the top of the fourth. But the PSCL strike back on 2. Wild pitch and an error, able to put them on top. They go to the bottom of the fourth, leading it 3-2.
Let's send it down to Aaron.
Mitch, would you hear Kevin Stern town?
I would love to hear about him, Aaron.
Kevin Stern Town Real Estate is a boutique real estate office that serves buyers and sellers all over Coachella Valley. With unique insights of each location, they ensure buyers find the perfect property to suit any sort of lifestyle. Thank you, Kevin Stern, for supporting Power Baseball. If you're looking for a school that values academic excellence and a distinctively Christian education, King's School is the place for you. At King's School, students are given the opportunity to receive an excellent education in a safe environment, ensuring hope for their future. Learn more at kingschools.net. And enjoy a night on the town in Palm Springs with a trip to Lulu California Bistro. Lulu has a beautiful all-day entree menu, or stop by on the weekends for their famous 3-course weekend brunch. Lulu has half-price wine specials every day, perfect for any occasion. Thank you, Mitchell.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the PSCL, Bryce Ramirez. Leading off for the Power in the bottom of the fourth, the left fielder, number 42, Mason.
We're in the bottom of the fourth. The PSCL strike back and score 2 in the top half of the frame. It's 3-2. Bottom of the order for the Power, due up against a new right-hander on the mound for the PSCL is Bryce Ramirez.
Final line for Kenny Keller. 1 inning, 3 hits, 2 earned, no walks, and a strikeout to end it.
As Ramirez from the A's working to a new catcher as well. Hunter Blair behind the plate now. It's a 2-0 count to Mason Velasquez, the left fielder.
Ramirez has only made 2 appearances, 1 in relief in the PSCL, just 2 1/3 innings of work, so the rest of the numbers I'm not even going to give to you.
That one's lifted to left field, chasing Jalen Freeman. He's at the line, he makes the catch. Velasquez goes down on the flyout.
There's now 1 out in the bottom of the fourth.
Well, this is good for Bryce here, a clean inning.
The designated hitter, number 9, Ernesto.
Now faces Ernesto Figueroa. Ramirez was a late entry into the PSCL with the A's. Misses high, 1-0 to Figueroa. So those 2 games so far. Haven't got the fullest read on him yet, but an uncommitted PSCL player. Now getting a look here in the bottom of the fourth. Missed high, 2-0.
Ramirez is a Chula Vista kid down in San Diego. 6'6", 210, very tall. Right-handed pitcher. Comes down at you from the mound.
Works from the windup. It's 2-0 to Figueroa, missed high. We've seen how the free passes come to bite so far in this game. 2 walks ended up scoring in the top half of the fourth for the PSCL. Tried the inside on the 3-0, and Figueroa's going to take first.
Still 1 out in the bottom of the fourth. Now
Flip the lineup card to Casey Kleinman.
Number 15, Casey Kleinman.
Kleinman 0 for 2 today. First pitch to him skips in the dirt. Gorgeous night here in Palm Springs.
Yeah, it really is.
Just a bit of a haze in the background, setting the scene here in Coachella Valley. It's tied 2-0. Glad to be back with the true night games. Last two we had events following the power game, so we started at 5:05. This one is 7:05 first pitch. And now at 8:15, just about sun setting. Hunter Blair will have a chat with Bryce Ramirez. Nice breeze left to right on the field right now.
It kind of lofts in and out here tonight.
We'll get gusts every now and then.
We haven't seen, I mean, we saw it earlier in the year, tons of wind, but we haven't seen it more recently. It's been pretty still lately.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to need a paperweight here tonight, but
Yeah.
here we are. 2-0 back to Kleinman, misses.
Word to the wise, Scotch tape.
A 3-0. Called strike on the inside corner. Kleinman 0 for 2. He struck out in the first and popped out in the second. He's got Ernesto Figueroa on first and one out here in the bottom of the fourth. Swings at the next pitch and fouls it out of play. Works to a full count. Nice crowd here tonight in Palm Springs Stadium.
Sure is, especially considering it's Tuesday.
That's right, coming out to watch the best and the brightest. Three balls and two strikes to Casey Kleinman. Went with an inside pitch and fouled it down the third baseline.
Ramirez works mid-80s, mid-upper 80s really at the fastball. 4-pitch mix, slider, curve, and change as well. Tops just under 90.
Another full count pitch. Ran inside. Couldn't tell if that hit Casey or if it hit off the catcher's mitt, but either way, he's going to take first.
I think it was the mitt.
Still one out in the bottom of the fourth. Now batting. The
One out.
shortstop.
One out walks back to back has Ryan Rodriguez up with runners on first and second.
Bryce Ramirez still very young, out of East Lake High School. Out there in San Diego, so great opportunity for him to work against some elder statesmen.
Got a good one at the plate right now. Ryan Rodriguez watches the first one in the dirt. Rodriguez struck out against Martine Neal and then doubled off of Kenny Keller in the third. Mainstay here with the power. He split time at third and shortstop. Oh, and misses high. It's 2-0. They call a balk on Bryce Ramirez, and he can't believe it.
Want to see him work out of this. We want to see him rear his head back and figure it out here. Don't let it hurt.
2-0 misses inside. It's 3-0 to Ryan Rodriguez.
Ramirez had a very exciting June month. Open Division champs, CIF with Eastlake. Had a very good year out there. He was one of the leaders of that staff.
3-0 ran inside. Rodriguez aboard. 3 straight walks here for Ramirez.
Still one out in the bottom of the
Again, you want him to settle down. You want him to work on it right here.
Now batting for the power, the center fielder, number 21, Ryan Lee.
Pitching coach Bailey Owen's going to go out there and have a chat with Bryce Ramirez. You know, I'd be more interested to see what Don Bray would have to say, but if he came out, you would assume he would have to make the pitching change.
Sure.
Don, the A's head coach.
I'm sure he's talked to him plenty. Sometimes nice to hear from a different voice.
Different perspective. Plenty of the coaches here in the PSCL offer their graces to everyone on every different team.
Yeah, it's a collaborative effort.
That's right. No such thing as a competitive advantage. We're all here for the same reason.
Get better, get signed.
Get better, get signed, get gone. Now works to Brian Lee. First pitch is in the dirt and gets past Hunter Blair. That's going to tie the ball game as Ernesto Figueroa comes in to score. It's 3-3. The Power have tied it.
The first time that we don't see Brian Leaf swing on first pitch.
Sorry, Brian, your at-bat's going to have to last a little bit longer now.
Yeah, I know. You're trying to run here today.
Run he has, 2 for 2 so far with 2 singles. One of them an RBI single back in the third, ended up scoring later. Want to know to the center fielder, Brian Leaf. Sees one high, 2-0. From the stretch, and excuse me, swing tap down the first baseline. It's going to stay. It's going to be pushed foul.
No, he touched that fair. He touched that ball fair and then went tumbling into foul territory. So that's a fair ball.
I believe one of his feet was out of play whenever he touched that. So
that's a live ball.
Okay.
2 outs now at the bottom of the 4th.
It doesn't matter where the body is. It matters where the ball is touched. That ball was touched right there to the left of the chalk line. That's a fair ball.
A tough break for Bryce Ramirez. The Power take the lead 4-3 on the tapper back to first.
That's an RBI ground up.
That's tough. First pitch is in there for a strike to Kyle Sakin. Good on Bryce Ramirez to attack a batter.
Good on Kleiman to take off.
That's right. Swung on and missed. It's 0-2.
Easily could have turned into a spectator and just go, it's foul. Oh, took off.
(0-2) ran inside and hit Kyle Sakin.
Again, we talk a lot about the flashes of stuff in the PSCL. We've seen flashes of it from Bryce Ramirez.
Now, there's often going to be a struggle when you have to put it all together, especially playing with a new infield, playing with new guys around you. But it looks like that's going to be the end of the line for Bryce Ramirez.
It looks like you are correct.
We'll take a break here in the bottom of the 4th. Power leading at 4-3. Runners on the corners with 1 out. There will be a new arm on the mound shortly.
Every single headset.
Factory is a unique Italian restaurant for everyone to enjoy. It's the perfect atmosphere for a family celebration, a group event, or a special dinner date. Visit the Old Spaghetti Factory today. Your attention please. Now pitching for the PSCL, Jake Matisse.
New lefty arm on the mound for the PSCL. Jake Matisse comes in with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Runners on the corners for Justin Mazzone. Lefty on lefty matchup starts out with a strike. Matisse from the Bombers. He's made 7 appearances in the PSCL so far this season. 6 1/3 innings pitched.
3 saves for him.
Getting an early look here in the 4th. Big slider runs out of the zone, 1-1. It's 1st and 3rd. That one's chopped to 1st and through the hole. Hayden Young-Goldberg not able to make it over. That's going to make it a 5-3 ball game, 1st to 3rd for Kyle Sakin. Same situation, just one more run. It's 5-3 Power.
5-3.
Not very hard contact there.
Not at all. Sometimes the guys just beat you with putting them where they ain't.
Now batting, the third baseman.
By the way, those 3 saves do lead the PSCL this year. Nobody else has more than 2.
Well, Jake Matisse knows a big spot. The Bombers have been in plenty of them. A walk-off win, plenty of late comebacks, and a really good offense to boot. But he is their guy when they're ahead. Right now, the PSCL behind in this game by 2. He works ahead of Deshaun Johnson. It's 0-1. That one he was able to hold up. Pardon, no, he was not.
Broke
one-
the plane there.
That one I saw him pull the bat back. I wasn't sure where they called it. It's going to be another strike. It's 0-2 to Deshaun Johnson. 1 for 2 with a double so far today. Reached on a fielder's choice back in the 3rd. 0-2 pitch spoiled back to the screen. Still in the bottom of the 4th. Still runners on the corners and 2 outs.
This is what makes the Power so dangerous, is scoring with 2 outs.
They know how to do it. That one's grounded to short. Deep in the hole. Throw to second and a good one. A good strike there by Tyler Smith. Able to end this inning. Stayed with that play, made the diving stop. That'll end the bottom of the 4th. The Power strike back and take the lead. It's 5-3 heading to the top of the 5th.
The 5th inning is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Throughout the inning, Power staff will be giving away Jack in the Box merch. Jack in the Box. Eat it anytime. They don't make it until you order it. Fans, turn your game program to page 25. If today's date is stamped on the Aspen Mills ad, you're today's lucky winner of a sandwich from Aspen Mills. Go to the merch booth on the 3rd base side to receive your gift certificate. With 4 locations, Aspen Mills is a Coachella Valley favorite. Make sure to try some of their fresh baked goods or delicious sandwiches today. Bright Event Rentals goes above and beyond to exceed their customers' expectations. Their 11 locations allow them to meet the needs of their customers across the state. They are committed to doing business the right way. City Automotive is a proud sponsor of the Palm Springs Power baseball team. Be sure to visit City Automotive for all of your car's needs. City Automotive is located on Palm Drive in Desert Hot Springs. Heading to the top of the fifth. The Power lead 5-3. Now batting for the PSCL, number 24, Hunter Blair.
It'll be Hunter Blair working against Teleroja in the top of the fifth. Hunter Blair came in as the new catcher for Drake Bicknell. He now bats in the 9th spot and watches one sail. It's 1-0. Power lead this one 5-3. Took the lead back with 3 runs in the bottom of the 4th. Healthy cut there for Hunter Blair. Comes up empty. 1-1. Teleroja working on his 5th inning. Another big cut behind on the fastball. It's 1-2. Scheduled due up here in the 5th. It's Hunter Blair and then Tyler Smith, Michael Carnazzo at the top of the lineup for the PSCL. 1-2, went up high, and the high fastball is called. Strike 3 against Hunter Blair. That's a tough spot to go after. That's the 5th strikeout for Teleroja here today.
Now batting the shortstop, number 5, Tyler Smith.
Here's Tyler Smith.
Got to remember, if you're a coach watching at home right now looking for some talent, you got to remember Eric Teleroja is some of the best the Power has to offer. So some of these guys look off balance. Some of these guys might be late on fastballs. Well, that's because they are against a very good pitcher.
You're facing what might be the ace of staff for the Power. That one is hammered into center in the air. Leaf chasing into right center. He's under it. He'll make the catch.
So it's easy to go, I'm unimpressed.
2 outs in the top of the 5th.
But got to remember what you're facing.
Now batting the second baseman, number 1, Michael Carnazzo.
So Michael Carnazzo digs into the left-hand batter's box. Second baseman 0 for 2 so far today. Went high with the fastball and missed upstairs. Power leading at 5-3. See if the PSCL can string together some 2-out base knocks. There's one for Michael Carnazzo, send it to the opposite side. First time aboard today for the second baseman. That's what the Power have done this whole season, is be able to string together base hits, free passes, whatever it may be, with 2 outs, and they know how to add on at any moment. PSCL still looking at a 2-run deficit, but a runner aboard now for Jalen Freeman.
They've come back a couple times. You've flipped it back and forth a few times here today on both sides of the diamond.
Jalen Freeman got the scoring started in the 1st with a big RBI triple. No one runs inside, just 1-0. They shade Freeman a lot more to the right side now, knowing he's going to pull that ball and pull it hard. 1-0, slice the opposite way and foul. Big uppercut swing there for Freeman.
It's almost the same pitch he had that triple on. Similar spot. That was a little bit more over the plate. That triple he got was down and in. Pulled his hands down. That time his bat drug a little bit more, thus the foul ball. But he's normally able to get that bat head around.
The 1-1. Able to get around on that one. It's sent high in the air to center field. Brian Leaf is under it, and that will retire the side. So a runner reaches Carnazzo on the single, but nothing doing here for the PSCL. They still trail the Power heading to the bottom of the 5th. It's 5-3.
Send it down to Aaron.
Thanks, Mitchell. Chad Mays represents the 42nd District in California State Assembly. Mays is motivated by the simple goal of improving lives for people. If you would like to learn more about him, visit his website at chadmays.com. SBEMP LLP is a full-service law firm. They formed this law firm to concentrate exclusively on providing clients with superior legal representation and first-class service. Please visit their website at SBEMP.com for a full description of the services SBEMP offers. That's SBEMP.com.
Graham Gonzalez is second.
Upper Crust Pizza in Cathedral City is open every day from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., offering both pickup and delivery options. Upper Crust serves the best natural pizza in the area. Thank you, Upper Crust, for supporting the power.
Your attention, please. Now playing third base, Jesus at shortstop, Battle. Second baseman, Graham Gonzalez. In right field, Hunter Graham. At first base, Jacob Dressler. And now pitching for the PSCL, Dawson Driscoll.
Dawson Driscoll now in on the mound for the PSCL, and we've seen the kitchen sink changes. We're in the bottom of the fifth as the Powers turn to bat. Dawson Driscoll now facing Cam Schneider. We'll get to the slew of defensive changes. It's a 1-1 count to Schneider. Power leading this game over the PSCL currently 5-3, looking to tack on a few more. Big cut and sent out of play by Schneider. It's 1-2.
I got you here, Sam. Final line for Jake Matisse, nothing too hard. A third of an inning with a hit. Straight zeros elsewhere.
1-2 in the dirt. Good pick by Blair.
Starting the outfield. New right fielder is Hunter Graham. New first baseman, Jacob Dressler. New second baseman, Graham Gonzalez. New shortstop, Savon Battle. And the new third baseman is Gabriel DeJesus. There you go. I got you.
Foul tip at the plate by Cam Schneider, still a 2-2 count. So everything changes but the left center and the catcher.
There you go.
Dawson Driscoll from the chill working on Cam Schneider. The 2-2 is sent over the jumping glove of Savon Battle at short. Man, if Savon Battle had maybe 1 or 2 more inches on him, that's a catch. Such good verticality.
And the amount of balls that he'd be able to catch as well. Because he already gets to a bunch of them.
Yes. Really good range at shortstop.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 42, Mason Velasquez.
Don't worry, Savon, you could be a late bloomer and you never knew it.
Yeah.
You wanna know something? My granddaddy, not to get too crazy in the familiar relations, but he grew 6 inches when he was 19. That could happen over a summer for you, Savon.
Hoping that happens to me at 29.
Yeah.
I'm still holding out hope. That old 30-year-old bump. Hoping it's not hair loss. Instead, it's an extra 5 inches.
We're going to give you the
top.
super soldier serum.
Yeah. It'll be like that knockoff Captain America.
It's a 2-0 count to Mason Velasquez. That one slides down the first baseline and past the glove of Jacob Dressler. That'll go as a base hit. Now gunning it to third is Cam Schneider. He held up for a second in the base path, but he'll make it first to third.
Yeah,
knocked by Velasquez.
I don't think he knew that ball got through.
No, he wasn't sure.
Batting, the designated hitter, number 9, Ernesto Figueroa.
So Ernesto Figueroa digs in with runners on the corners. Bottom of the fifth, the Power already leading at 5-3. First pitch swinging for Figueroa. It's 0-1.
The right-hander Driscoll has made 5 appearances with the Chill this year, Sam, one of which was a start. A couple of saves under his belt, a victory as well, 13 strikeouts in 13 innings.
Missed outside with the breaking ball. Evens the count 1-1.
Just 2 walks this year.
He's been really good for the Chill, a lot of them out of relief.
Most of them.
That one's tapped to short. It's going to score a run. Savon Battle goes to second, and that play is in there in time to catch Mason Velasquez. Velasquez can't believe it. He'll get his batting gloves. Came out on the slide.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
6-3.
I don't blame him.
Savon takes the short out, able to get the first out here in the bottom of the 5th, but 1 scores for the Power. It's 6-3.
It's an RBI for Figueroa, but that ball really died off of the bat. Battle made that transition as quickly as humanly possible.
Yeah, he punched it into the grass. Tough hop and a tough relay to second. Casey Kleiman lines one up the middle, continues the fanfare here in the 5th. Another base knock for the Power against Driscoll.
3rd hit of the inning.
Now runners at first and second.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Well, 3 hits in this inning. The only RBI coming off of the one that got an out.
Yeah, how weird.
It's Ryan Rodriguez. Shortstop's 1 for 2 today. Walked and scored in the 4th, behind a big double in the 3rd and scored. Always seems to be on the base paths. Casey Kleiman doing a tango at first. First pitch breaking ball misses to Rodriguez.
It's 3 consecutive innings, by the way, for the Power offensively to get on the run on the board.
Big hack for Rodriguez, nothing coming out of it. It's 1-1. Rodriguez squares that one up and sends it to deep center. Under it is Henry Wright. Thinking about attack from second is Figueroa, but he'll hold up.
There's now 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th.
Rodriguez flies out for the second out here in the bottom of the 5th, and here's Brian Leaf.
All right, Brian swinging first pitch. What do you think, Sam?
I don't know. I think if he gets the opportunity to, he might.
My money's on yes.
Brian 2 for 3 today, but tacked on an RBI on a ground out back in the 4th.
Bet you a Del Taco burrito. He's swinging first pitch.
Do you want me to have another burrito, Steve?
Yeah, you have to.
First pitch swinging and grounded to 3rd. DeJesus takes the short out at second, and that'll retire the side.
Go get me my burrito.
I never should. Okay. We're heading to the top of the 6th. It's 6-3.
Fans, we played through 5. The Power leads 6-3.
It's like, here's the bet. Now give me one.
DA Computers would like to remind you that working on a slow Irish playing computer is like watching a baseball game without any players on the field. It just isn't fun. For any of your computer needs, come see DA Computers in Palm Springs or visit them online at DAComputerStoreOfTheDesert.com for more information. Mario's Italian Cafe, voted #1 Italian restaurant in the Valley. Serves the largest glass of wine in the Valley for only $5. They have great happy hour food and drink specials, lunch 7 days a week. Visit Mario's today.
Dylan Brown pitch hitting.
Attention please, now hitting for the PSCL in the top of the sixth, number 23, Dylan Brown.
Top of the sixth, the PSCL trailing the Power 6-3. They'll send up a pinch hitter for Chase Patterson here in the top of the sixth as Dylan Brown takes a first pitch strike from Eric Teleroja, still working here for the Power. So Chase Patterson ends up going 0 for 1, but has a walk and scored back in the fourth. Swung on and missed by Brown, 0-2. PSCL scored 1 in the first and 2 in the fourth. This tie, 1-2. Dylan Brown from the Snowbirds. Grounds that one hard down the third baseline, foul. Another 1-2. Able to poke that one down the first baseline. Dylan Brown 7 for his first, 32 at the plate for the Snowbirds. Everyday shortstop for that team. Sends that one popped to the second baseman, Casey Kleiman. He has that one for the first out.
One out in the top of the sixth.
Easy soft liner brings up the new first baseman, Jacob Dressler.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 20, Jacob Dressler.
We'll get a look at a whole lot of new batters here for the PSCL, those defensive substitutions in the bottom of the fifth. Coming back around in the lineup now. First pitch misses to Dressler. He skies that one into center. That's hit hard. Ryan Leaf chasing back to the wall. He's there to make the catch right in front of the warning track. Jacob Dressler puts a charge in one, but Ryan Leaf able to haul it in. Just such good baseball IQ. Knows how to read fly balls off the bat. And the good thing for Brian Leaf is that he also plays most, if not all, of the night games here for the Power.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Loud F8 for Jacob Dressler, but now 2 outs for the PSCL. Here's the new third baseman, Gabriel DeJesus. Sees the first pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1. Teleroja working quickly from the windup. That one's in there for another strike. It's 0-2. It's tough to get thrown into a game like this, especially when all of your batters, if you're the PSCL, are seeing Teleroja for the first time. DeJesus with a .333 batting average with the PSCL sends that one foul. DeJesus, another one of these infielders that can make it just about anywhere on the diamond. We've seen him at every infield position. Choice to sub in at the hot corner, but he's down 0-2 to Teleroja. It will spoil another one foul. Power leading 6-3 here in the top of the sixth. Outside of a couple of wild pitches and an error back in the fourth, Teleroja's been really working well since the first. That's a sign right there. He gets DeJesus to swing and miss. That'll end the top of the sixth. That's the sixth strikeout for Teleroja. We head to the bottom of the frame. His Power leading over the PSCL 6-3.
Aaron, I think it's time for a race around the bases.
I'd actually agree with you, Mitch. State Farm agent Cindy Piper is proud to sponsor the race around the bases. Tonight, Elijah and Nathan will compete against Kayla and Kendall. 2 will start at home plate racing in opposite directions. Then tag their partner at second base, who will then race back to home plate. First to get back to home will be our winner for tonight. Are you ready, guys? Let's go, ready, set, go! Now is the time to have State Farm quote your insurance. Call Sydney today at her Palm Springs office, located at 201 East Ramon Road, or visit statefarm.com.
We're at the bottom of the sixth, the Power leading the PSCL 6-3. Power scored none in the first two innings, but have tacked on runs in the third, fourth, and the fifth, 2 in the third, 3 in the fourth, and 1 in the fifth. If it shows you anything about the competition level here in the PSCL, the Lumberjacks, 2 of their top uncommitted guys, Martine Neal and then Kai Simons, were able to hold the Power scoreless for the first 2 innings. Shows you why the Lumberjacks are first in the standings in the Power Summer Collegiate League. On the mound still is Dawson Driscoll from the Chill. His first pitch is a strike to Kyle Sakin. Goes with the breaking ball and earns a strike. Sakin 0 for 2 today was hit by pitch in the fourth. Smacks that one up the middle. Savon Battle with a diving attempt, and it gets off of his glove. That's a hard hit and a base knock there for Kyle Sakin to lead off the sixth for the Power. Man, just another example of the range for Savon Battle at short. For him to be able to come deep out of the hole at short and even make it to that ball, it was smoked up the middle, and he about caught it off one hop. Well, Dawson Driscoll made it through the fifth inning cleanly, but he's going to come out after facing one batter here in the sixth. We'll have the new arm from the PSCL for you right after this. There's a runner on first and no outs.
attention please. Now pitching for the PSCL, number 17, Matthew Atencio.
Right-hander Matt Atencio will take the mound here in the bottom of the sixth. Dawson Driscoll ends up facing 7 batters. Went a full inning and went plus here in the sixth. Just 1 batter faced and gave up a single to Kyle Sakin. He stands on first. Here's Justin Mazzone, a big hack on the first swing, but it's sent foul. Atencio 5'8", 185. Righty's made 5 appearances for the Bootleggers in the PSCL. 6 2/3 innings. Big key for Atencio is limiting the walk. It's 1-1 to Mazzone. Zone's 2 for 3 today with 2 singles and RBI back in the 4th. Lefty on righty matchup goes inside and misses 2-1. Power leading this game 6-3. PSCL jumped out to an early lead in the first. That held until the bottom of the third. The Power scored 2. Flip back to the other side in the top of the 4th. PSCL struck for 2 in the top. And the Power regained the lead and haven't looked back since. This is outside. It's 3-1 to Mazzone. 6 strikeouts for Atencio in his 6 2/3 innings of work in the PSCL. He's going to work the count back 3-2. Mazzone fouls that one off. Full count pitch to Mazzone. Missed outside.
There are still no outs in the bottom of the 6th.
2 on and no out for Deshaun Johnson.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 11, Deshaun Johnson.
1 for 3 today with a double back in the second. Reached on a fielder's choice in the third. Grounded into a fielder's choice in the 4th. Big spot for the Power, add more. That's sent to right center field. Deep, but handled by Hunter Graham for the first out. Tagging from second, making it to third, standing. It's Kyle Sakin.
1 out in the bottom of the 6th.
Long F9 for the first out here in the bottom of the 6th is Cam Schneider.
Fielder, number 17, Cameron Schneider.
Schneider 1 for 2 today, singled and scored back in the 5th. Walked in the second. Runners on first and third and 1 out. First pitch breaking ball inside corner against Schneider. 0-1 to the right fielder. Sky high pop-up. Shallow left field. Calling it off and losing it for a second to save on battle. It drops in the infield. That allows Kyle Sakin to score. That's going to go as an error because Sakin was able to advance. That got lost in the night sky. Mile high pop-up dropped in the infield.
Still 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Now batting, the left fielder, number 42, Mason Velasquez.
No RBI on that play for Cam Schneider, but that would have been caught cleanly. No one would have advanced. Can't blame the left side of the infield. I couldn't have done any better, but the run scoring makes it 7-3 Power. Misses outside to Mason Velasquez. Yeah, we mentioned already, this is the first time that most, if not all, of the kids in the PSCL are playing at nighttime. Going in there for a strike, it's 1-1. It's got to feel good to be under the lights and not under the beating sun for the PSCL, but that one comes back to haunt them. 1-1 outside of Velasquez, got past Hunter Blair. That's a pass ball and allows both runners to move up 90 feet. Hunter Blair will walk the ball back to Matt Atencio on the mound. They'll have a chat. 7-3 Power in the bottom of the 6th and 2 runners in scoring position. Mason Velasquez, we can talk about him as a PSCL player. He plays with the Coyotes in the mornings. He's really had his way down there in the league. We've seen flashes of it with the Power, but nothing to boot. It's a big spot for the Power right here. That one's cranked in the air to right field. Under it is Hunter Graham. He'll make the catch for the second out. Tagging from third is Justin Mazzone. A strong throw is cut off in the infield. He goes as a sac fly for Mason Velasquez. Another run scores. It's 8-3 Power.
8-3. There are now 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Now batting, the designated hitter, number 9, Ernesto Figueroa.
Unconventional scoring here for the Power, but they've scored 2 runs. In the bottom of the 6th, a single, a walk, an error, a pass ball, and now a sac fly. Ran inside with the first one to Ernesto Figueroa. It's 1-0. Cam Schneider 90 feet away at third base. 1-0 from Matt Atencio. Went with the inside corner again and a good called strike. That's his best pitch. If he can learn to throw that breaking ball to the other side for swing and a miss, he's really got something working with that secondary. Has good fade on a lot of right-handed hitters waited out. That one in the dirt, 2-1. That one's cranked in the air to center. Henry Wright gives chase. He's under it, and that will end the bottom of the 6th. The Power strike for 2 more. It's 8-3. We head to the top of the 7th. The PSCL bats looking to wake back up.
Innings, the Power lead 8-3.
Fans, Maya and Steve are going around selling 50-50 raffle tickets. Be sure to get your hands on one.
Dick's Sporting Goods is a proud sponsor of the Palm Springs Power. Make sure to visit their location at the Westfield Mall in Palm Desert for all your sporting good needs. Hey kids, the 7th inning stretch brought to you by Jack in the Box is coming up. Come on down to the VIP area on the third base side and join in the singing of Take Me Out to the Ball Game with the Power staff. Every kid participating will receive a certificate to Jack in the Box. Also, kids, if you want to win a prize, then pick up our special stuffed bags from our marketing team to participate in Stuffed Pizza's Race to Recycle. Stuffed Pizza in Old Town Laquito was voted best pizza in the Coachella Valley. Enjoy great deals with their daily happy hour from 3 to 6 p.m. Stuffed offers patio seating, a full bar, and 40 wines by the glass. Or order online at stuffedpizza.com/Laquito. Leading off the top of the 7th for the PSCL, the center fielder, number 20, Henry Wright.
We're in the last third of this game as the top of the 7th. The Power leading the PSCL recruits 8-3. It is still Eric Teleroja's game on the mound for the Power with no one in the bullpen, not even a sighting. He'll face off against the bottom of the order for the PSCL, Henry Wright, Mitchell Parker, and Hunter Blair due up. Here to take you the rest of the way, my partner Steve Granado.
Thank you, Samuel. Downstairs with the first offering from Teleroja, 1 ball and no strikes. Henry Wright leads things off. He has struck out twice today and split it, looking and swinging. Next offering is going to be on the lower part of the strike zone, 1-1. Henry Wright followed by Hunter Graham and Hunter Blair. Triple H.
Hunter.
Roger.
You're not an anime guy, I forgot.
Nope. Watch a little Attack on Titan, that's about it. I don't like subtitles. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. 6 punch outs for Eric Teleroja today. He's looking really good. What else is new?
Yeah, the Power not holding back today. They're facing the best of what we have.
As soon as he gets an out here in the inning, it'll be a season long in innings pitched. Softly lined foul on the first base side. He went 6 innings against the East LA Dodgers back on June the 22nd. That's a season long for him. Last time out was against the San Diego Force, where he went 4. This is his 4th straight start. He's made 5 appearances. The first one was a relief appearance. Battled here by Henry Wright.
Well, this is the second time we've seen the PSCL do what they're doing right now. Get an early lead over the Power, work ahead of a starter, tack on a few more, but just a few costly mistakes in the middle innings. Have them down 5 runs.
Yeah, similar to the other day. Ring him up on the outside edge, and that will be strikeout number 7, and now a season long 6 1/3 for Eric Teleroja.
And I feel bad. He's working so well right now.
Yeah.
He's been in a real groove since the 4th.
Attention now hitting for the PSCL, number 15.
That is also, by the way, by far away a season high in strikeouts. 1-0 here. Hunter Graham, first trip to the plate, took over for Mitchell Parker in the 5th inning. Parker ended up going 0 for 2 like many others. It has been slim pickings here today. Foul tipped 1-1. Previous high, yes, small sample size, but small sample size for everybody, so I can't use that caveat every time. But June 29th, 3 strikeouts in 4 innings against the Force. May be with you. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Just overpowered with that fastball. Welcome to the game, Hunter Graham.
Yeah, 3 runs on 3 hits for the PSCL at the moment.
Led twice in this ball game. 1-2. Had a good left side run on that one. Almost chased it, 2-2.
Is that all bite, no bark?
Yeah.
Is the bark a called strike? That one had some run.
Off the end of the bat, in the air, right side of the diamond. Long run for everybody. It'll be out of the reach of Cam Schneider. Just off the edge of his glove, and life once more here for Hunter Graham. I'll be nice. No air.
Either way, it's going to be tough when you're running to either side of foul territory with the bullpens there.
Yeah, you're always constantly thinking about, am I about to run up a hill right now?
Yeah, up, down, up, down. Left, right, left, right.
2-2. Pulled foul.
That one snuck right between Don Bray and the guys over next to the media booth on the third base side. Not a single one of them moved an inch.
Not a creature was stirring. Full count. Hunter Graham is out of Santa Rosa Junior College, 6'1", 175. Went to Maria Carrillo High School. Graduate of 2020 and is a native of Santa Rosa. Payoff. This one playable on the infield. Ryan Rodriguez just has to wait for gravity to do its thing. And there's the second out.
I think those gusts of winds are really playing tricks. That might have been partially what caused that error in the top half of the frame. Ball really moving up, and it gets lost. It was pitch black outside. Not a star in the
Yeah,
sky.
I was about to say that, Sam. I didn't know if that was a dumb thing to say right now,
I don't think so.
but it's really dark today, and you know why?
Why's that?
Moon is at 8% illumination tonight in its waning crescent phase. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1 here on Hunter Blair.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that learned about moon phases.
So it is really dark out tonight, and I think we're seeing it have an effect. The next couple of nights are going to be like this. We'll get a new moon on Friday when it's completely blackened, but it is very dark tonight. Yeah, you can't see a single star. That's strange. We normally can see stars out here. Don't have a lot of that big city glow. Rang him up on the outside corner. 8 punch-outs. Season high continues to grow for both strikeouts and innings pitched. 8 Ks and 7 for Eric Teleroja. Let's stretch it out. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's still all Palm Springs.
Now let's send it down to Aaron in the marketing pen.
Thanks, Mitch. Fans, it's time for the 7th inning stretch. So please get up, stretch out, and join the Power Kids Choir in the singing of Take Me Out to the Ball Game, presented by Jack in the Box. I want to hear everybody singing along.
Feels good to stretch out. We'll see if he stays in, and it looks like a new catcher, Sam Holland. Looks like real stuff. Deacon Mailer on the mound. The recorded national anthem, I know we haven't seen it, but that was play it. You always want recorded. Kick off like 5 seconds before the call play.
Pitching on the mound for the PSCL, number 13, Deacon Mailer. Now catching behind the plate, number 11, Sam Holling. Leading off for the Power in the
Got a good stretch in as we go to the bottom of the inning. New pitcher into the contest, Deacon Mailer, will be on the bump here to face off at the top of the order. The Colonial first pitch chopped foul, 0-1. He's facing off with Casey Kleinman and is working with his PSCL teammate, new catcher Sam Holling. Final line from Matt Atencio, an inning of work, no hits, an unearned run, a walk, and no strikeouts. 1 ball and 1 strike here on Casey Kleinman. 1 hit today, 1 for 3, a walk, a run scored, and a strikeout. 8-3 Power. Heads up over there. 1-2. Hey fans, don't forget, coming up tomorrow night, back to regularly scheduled programming. Inland Valley Bucks are in town here to face off with your Power. 7:05, the game's first pitch. Gates open at 6. It's Kids Day Wednesday. Kids get in 12 and under, that is. Get in for only $1. Tickets now here at the Palm Springs Stadium box office. 2 and 2. Casey Kleiman, Ryan Rodriguez, Brian Leaf, the top 3. Mailer, that's Mehler, 6'1", 180 from Mendocino College. Line drive left center field. It will fall in front of Henry Wright. Casey Kleiman has his second hit of the ball game. Both of them a single to center.
Solid night.
No
Third
kidding.
time aboard.
Yeah. Speaking of solid nights, here's Ryan Rodriguez. 1 for 3, a double, a walk, 2 runs scored.
Perpetually solid.
Yeah.
Oftentimes after games, we're looking for the guys that had the best nights, guys that are possible players of the game. Ryan Rodriguez is most always in that conversation.
Runner at first base with nobody out. They throw back to him to say hello again. How you doing? What's your dinner plans? Going anywhere? Kleiman is 3 for 4 in stolen bases this year. Doesn't have an attempt tonight. Rodriguez just looks ready to hit. Took it downstairs, 1-0.
I think that's more of a deeper point than you even realize, Steve. Always ready to hit. He's just consistently going up and having really solid at-bats.
Backs away, pitch gets away. That'll be a wild pitch to put Kleiman on second. Welcome back to the Shohei Hour. Do have an update from Angel Stadium. Shohei Ohtani, 7 innings of work tonight, 2 earned on 5 hits. No walks, 4 strikeouts.
You know, Steve, I was expecting more love last night in San Diego at the Padres game, wearing an Angels jersey there.
Too far, my man. Too far. It's 2 hours south of Angel Stadium. Outside with it to Rodriguez. Again, your score, 8-3, Palm Springs. 3-0 the count on Rodriguez, the shortstop. You know, if the Power are crazy, they might not score double digits tonight. Don't hold thy breath. First time I've broken out a thy this year, by the way. Out of play.
You can only break out thy for the elder statesman. That tally is up to 2 already.
There you go. Only 2 power players have not scored a run tonight, Deshaun Johnson and Mason Velasquez. It's a huge secondary lead for Kleiman. Brings the count back here to 3-2. Love to see Mailer come back here. See what he goes with on 3-2. He's paying attention to Kleiman. Comes home. Fastball off the plate. That'll be a walk to put runners on first and second for Brian Leaf. All right, Sam. Double or nothing on the burrito. First pitch swinging for Brian Leaf.
There was never a single or nothing. There was never an agreed upon. It was just a suggestion.
You're only mad because you lost.
I don't.
Can't spare $1, Sam. Spare change. First and second, nobody out. Palm Springs trying to do more damage here, leading by 5. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Sam's got to owe me 2 burritos now. Brian Leaf, a pair of RBIs here tonight. He's 2 for 4. 2 singles and a run. Also a stolen bag, to his credit, his 10th of the year. He's had a busy night.
You know, Steve, some of us have to drive back to Georgia in 2 weeks.
Runners take off with the pitch fouled off, and it's 0-2 on Leaf. You know, Sam, some of us have to drive back to Orange County.
Oh, wow, what a plague. What a burden.
Some of us had to get out of the humidity, okay? Some of us have to go to the beach.
We have beaches in Georgia.
It's not an easy life over here in California.
There's plenty of sand to go around. Go to Savannah.
I've been. I love Savannah.
Go there again.
I will. I love Savannah. Very humid, though. Rang him up with the breaking ball, and Leaf will kind of walk back to the dugout like a nutcracker.
You don't see him strike out looking very often. Typically, it's going to be on his own terms.
Kyle Sakin now will come to the plate. First and second with 1 out. Sakin, an infield single, or at least a hit off of the infielder. Back in the 6th. 1 for 3. Hit by a pitch. Out of play. Man, Casey Kleiman at second is getting his jump ropes in.
You know what the bird is? It's a line dance.
No, I don't. I know the bird is also, in some cases, the word. I'm aware of that.
Not in this case, but in some cases.
Well, everybody's heard.
It looks like Casey Kleiman's doing the bird.
Okay.
Flapping.
That ain't my world, bro. 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-2.
It's like he's doing Dance Dance Revolution on a treadmill out there.
I like Deacon Mailer's breaking ball right now.
So do I.
I like that one to Ryan Rodriguez, too. That was called the ball, ultimately.
That's what got Brian Leaf so befuddled on that fastball.
Flabbergasted.
Yes.
0-2. Tapper, going to be a tough play. Battle has to race and do or die, and it gets underneath his mitt. Kleiman didn't realize that the ball got underneath, so he'll come to the plate a little late, but score, and it's 9-3. Yeah. Do or die play for Savon Battle. That's a tough one.
Yeah, Kleiman didn't realize right away it got through, and Henry Wright didn't realize right away that Casey Kleiman didn't realize right away.
Yeah. So Rodriguez can only get to second on the play. It's an RBI knock for Kyle Sakin, his second hit of the ball game.
Power have now scored 9 runs. That means 3 spot goes for everyone here tonight.
Justin Mazzone, 2 for 3. Out of the left-hander's side, he has reached base in 3 straight trips to the plate with a walk. A run home, 1 gone, and first and second. I want Mailer to continue to work with that breaking ball. Here on the lefty, try and go back foot slider. Got underneath it. Right field, Hunter Grant. Camps, and the runner will tag from second. Throw will be cut off. So fly out from a zone. Just a second out he's made today. And Ryan Rodriguez tags and gets to third. Closing in on 9:30 here on this Tuesday evening. Sam Walters, that's the other guy. I'm Steve Granado. It's a pleasure as always to be alongside with you from Palm Springs Stadium. I want to thank you again for checking us out and getting a look at some of these players. Deshaun Johnson now to the plate. Johnson a double back in the second inning. A couple fielders' choices to his name and a flyout. He's 1 for 4. On the corners with 2 outs now. Ball got thrown on over to first and hit Sakin in the body. That'll bring home another, and I was wrong, Sam. It's now double digits. That'll unfortunately go as a throwing error. Wasn't much else. I mean, there's not much you can do. It ended up hitting the runner, making it impossible to catch for Jacob Dressler. On its way to Deshaun Johnson. Backed him away high and tight. Likely to see one more arm in the 8th. Would be our 8th pitcher of the game. Would be our 9th pitcher, rather. Here's a pick back attempt to first. And another throwing error. This one's going to go against Sam Halling, the catcher. And Sakin will take second. So 2 errors in the inning. That's now 3 in the game for the PSCL. You know, kind of similar to what we saw the other day, Sam. It just kind of unravels at the end. If you want to destroy my sweater, pull this thread as I walk away. That's kind of what's happening. Gave him the high strike. One ball and 2 strikes here on Deshaun Johnson. 2 runs home, and it's a 10-3 power lead. They're going to win their 7th in a row. Foul tipped, and Johnson stays alive. We're in the 7th inning.
This is crazy to me. This is possibly going to end up being the longest game played by some of these kids in the PSCL ever in their career.
Yeah, for these guys, yes.
Because in high school, you're not playing 9 innings.
No, but
Some of these guys that are uncommitted haven't played in college, so.
wild pitch will put him on third. I guess innings just starting to get away from Deacon Mailer. He looked pretty good at the start, even though he gave up a couple of hits. Got that strikeout of Brian Leaf. In terms of innings, sure. I mean, you never can fully know. Some guys go out and play, and you know, I had a high school game this season, last 15, so
Right.
you never know. But to your point, sure.
But especially for the guys out in left and center right now, Jalen Freeman. He's
Yeah.
played some games with the power. Might be Henry Wright, the only one that stuck it out all 7 right now, and will probably stay in for the remainder of the game.
Likely. It's down and out. Mitchell Parker is also on the availability list today.
I do know it's like 3 minutes away.
Scratch it. He started and was relieved for Hunter Graham. So we actually have gone through all the outfielders. A lot of names to keep track of. Ball 4, lost him after he was ahead 1-2.
Still 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th.
Second walk issued. We'll see if they turn to a reliever here. I don't think so. I think they're just going to go check. Run through a couple of MLB scores for you. They check in on Anaheim. The Angels leading the Red Sox after 8. They go to the 9th looking for 3 outs to win it and get Shohei a win today. Did help out the own cause with the RBI double. You got to catch the catch that was made in center field tonight. Highlight reel home run robbery in center. One heck of a grab in that ball game.
Was that Juan Lagares?
That was Juan Lagares who made that grab. Dodgers take a tough loss today. Both runs scoring on errors. They drop one of the Marlins 2-1 in 10 innings.
Now batting.
Wish they would rough the Marlins up a little bit. The Braves could use a strong series versus them.
Schneider.
Cam Schneider reached on an error back in his 6th. He will bat with runners standing on opposite sides of the diamond with 2 outs. High on that one. Otherwise, a hit, a walk, a strikeout for Schneider today. We'll mention he has become one of the regulars in this lineup now. This lineup hasn't seen many changes over the last week plus or so. They're kind of set in stone now. 2-0.
Yeah, the fun thing is going to be the guys they can move in and out of the lineup whenever Cato's ready to go.
We'll likely be able to see him in the next couple days, maybe even as soon as tomorrow night. We'll see.
Sure, one more start with the bootleggers could do him well.
Sure. Or whomever. Swing and a miss. 2-1 here on Schneider.
Could he start with anyone?
Why not?
Give him to the North Stars or someone. Let him have an at-bat or two.
Well, you know they're going to want him to get him on this field. So
Yeah, right. That is true.
it's not like it's a dire situation elsewhere. It's just making sure he gets some reps. Out of play with it, 2-2. We have Snowbirds, Blue Sox tomorrow morning, then Colonials and North Stars at 11:30. The 2 PSCL games on this field. as we close in on the end of the regular season, which will wrap up on Saturday. Then playoffs begin Sunday. I want to see Deacon Mailer end on a high note here. A crescendo, if you will.
Yeah, I know that word.
Coming home. And it's spoiled foul by Schneider. When the PSCL come to bat and they're ups in the 8th, looking up at 7 right now. They have the top of the order. Tyler Smith is set to lead things off. Or rather, it'll be Savon Battle, his defensive replacement. Then Graham Gonzalez and Jalen Freeman. 2-2 left it over the plate and smacked it into left, but Freeman's got a beat, and that will end the inning. 2 runs across, one of which earned, and we go to the top of the 8th. And Palm Springs leads this one by a 10-3 tally.
Hey, Power fans, come out to Club Trinidad Resort located in Palm Springs. Club Trinidad is a proud sponsor of the Palm Springs Power and the home of the legendary Purple Room. Reliable Roofing has over 40 years of professional roofing experience serving greater Southern California. Reliable Roofing can solve all of your roofing problems. Reliable Roofing makes construction simple. Truly Nolan, protecting you from insects, mice, and creepy exterminators. For a complimentary in-home inspection, call or visit trulynolan.com today.
Behind the plate. Yeah,
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Power. Number 1, Matt Henry. Now playing shortstop, number 5.
What a day for Eric Telaroja. 7 innings of work today, just 3 hits allowed, 2 of them in the first inning. Gives up 3 runs, 2 of which earned, 3 walks, and strikes out a season-high 8. New arm to the ballgame is Matt Henry. Henry gets a first pitch foul ball. Savon Battle battling now here at the top of the order. He is the first time up for him. Battle came in defensively for Tyler Smith in the 5th inning. New shortstop, A.J. Barraza. New third baseman, Anthony Angel Jr. New catcher, Torrin Diffie. Yeah, he did. 0-2. Saw Savon earlier today. He went 0 for 1, hit by a pitch, a walk, a stolen base, and 2 runs scored for the Haymakers in a losing effort, 6-4. Battle down on 3 pitches. Down he goes on strikes.
1 out in the top of the 8th.
It'll be Graham Gonzalez.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 8, Graham Gonzalez.
Gonzalez came in for Michael Carnazzo, who ended up going 1 for 3 today with a single back in the 5th inning in what was slim pickings against Eric Telaroja. Lefty on lefty here, coming home. Fouled off down the third baseline. That's pretty good wood there for Graham Gonzalez upstairs with a fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Down and away. 2-1. Update from Anaheim. Angels took down the Red Sox today 5-3. That game just went final after a Hunter Renfroe solo shot against Raciel Iglesias in the top of the 9th. It's a strike call, 1-2. We're in the top of the 8th here, and it's 10-3 Power. Downstairs. Scoring update from San Diego. Juan Soto has gone deep for the Nationals, but they trail in that one 6-4. They're in the top of the 7th. Here's a high bouncing ball back towards the mound. Henry has to plant and throw. He whips it to first. It's not in time. Infield single for Graham Gonzalez. Just the 4th hit of the night here for the PSCL.
That's a good way to stay with it for Gonzalez. He was hustling the whole way.
Not much Matt Henry can do with that one. Jalen Freeman is 1 for 3. He had a triple all the way back in the 1st inning. His first triple of the summer.
Bootleggers are slowly trying to conquer this lineup.
Yeah.
3 of them now. Henry Wright, Jalen Freeman, and Gonzalez.
It's a slow takeover. 1-0. Runner stays put. Nice block by the new catcher, Diffie. One away here in the inning with a runner aboard at first now. Ball hasn't left more than 15 feet. 2-0. If you like what you're seeing and you want to see more of it, it all starts again tomorrow morning. We have 3 games a day most days on this YouTube channel. Outside with it for a strike. Tomorrow morning, Snowbirds and Blue Sox at 9 a.m. The 11:30 game, Colonials and North Stars with Sam and myself on the call. All the action right here. And, of course, the 7:05 game tomorrow night, the Bucks and your Power. Foul tipped. 2 balls and 2 strikes. What's happening?
Looks like they called a balk on Matt Henry.
So not much pomp and circumstance there. If it is, that means it's a 2-1 count. And I guess it is. Either that or it's the slowest stolen base in the history of the game.
Yeah, we'll see what they flash here. 2-1.
Okay, so it was a balk. Pulled foul. Now it's 2-2. This is the first runner on second base since the 4th inning for the PSCL. See if Henry comes back here. Makes it a full count. Matt Henry making his 3rd appearance. 2 out of the bullpen. He pitched on the 3rd 3 days ago when these 2 teams faced off. He went, started that ball game and tossed 3 innings. Bouncing ball towards first. Sakin will solo to the bag. And that will allow the runner to get to third base.
2 outs in the top of the 8th. Now batting.
Could have been a double play had there been no balk.
Number 23.
Don't live in that world, however. Dylan Brown to the plate. He is 0 for 1. He popped out his last time up. 0 for 1. Took over Chase Patterson once upon a time. First pitch off the plate, 1-0. Closing in on 9:40. This ball game started a minute early, 7:04. We're in the top of the 8th, and it'll be the Power to come to the plate for their potential final ups, unless there's a massive comeback for the PSCL. You want to see Dylan Brown work on something right here. With 2 outs, just trying to put a ball in play. 1 ball becomes 2. Upstairs and away, 2-0. Just try and find some outfield grass. There's plenty of it. Fouled it off. Kind of pulled his head out. 1-2.
Looks like Cipriano Rivera is going to have the bottom of the 8th for the PSCL.
Excited to see him. Stayed alive, did Brown. Matt Henry out of Riverside City Community College. I was just there the other day. Saw it. Nice campus. Outside. Full count here. You know Henry wants to come back and just send this thing to the bottom with a runner at third base. Only 3 runners stranded today for the PSCL. Find out after this one if that continues here in the inning. Jacob Dressler is on deck should he get an opportunity. He will get an opportunity. That's ball 4 upstairs and away, and you know Henry's mad at himself for that one. Keep giving them an opportunity here. Runners on the corners. Still looking up, however, at a 10-3 deficit.
Jacob Dressler.
Almost the exact same tail, just watered down a little bit for this PSCL team from the other day. First pitch on Dressler's strike. The PSCL was in the ball game through 5 innings. As a matter of fact, they were leading 7-5, then got outscored in the final couple of innings. There's a ground ball, threw it into the right field grass. Coming in to score is Graham Gonzalez, first to third. And the PSCL get their names back up on the board now. It's a 10-4 contest. Loud and clear.
Fans, the score is now 10-4. The Powers still lead.
So you know Henry really kicking himself now after losing Dylan Brown.
Yeah, this is his second time now facing the PSCL, and he's given up a few runs.
Yeah, he had allowed 4 runs. All of them were unearned in his 3 innings of work back on the 3rd of July. So on the corners once more, still 2 outs. Late swing for Gabriel DeJesus. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. About half of this crowd is filed out. That's probably because half of them have a game in the morning. One ball, one strike. They were very rowdy and excited, and they're like, you know what? I'm a little tired. I'm going to go home. Blocked by Diffie. Brown at third, Dressler at first. It's a second RBI knock for the PSCL. The other one belongs to Jalen Freeman back in the first. Seen a run in every inning except for the second today. High with that one, 2-1.
You know, this is a theoretical, but if this was a PSCL game that counted towards PSCL stats, that hit right now by Jacob Dressler will put him in the lead for hits.
Wow.
In the league.
Check swing. Strike 2. I highlight every inning, Sam, when someone scores, just so I can see when it happened. It's basically pointless now. Everything's highlighted except the second. Out of play, it's still 3-2.
I opt for black ink only, at least at the moment.
Yeah, you'll change.
I will. It's true.
You can see how much easier it is to read when everything's highlighted. It's more work, sure, but my own system I've developed. Not the first guy to do it. Another 3-2. It's ball 4. 2 walks here in the inning. That'll load the bases. Don't look now. One swing makes it a 1-run game.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 20, Henry Wright.
That's 3 straight to reach with 2 outs. Henry Wright has had a quiet day offensively. He's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. He's late on that one, 0-1. No better time than now, Hank. Fouls it back. It's 0-2. He does not have a home run this season in 10 games with the Bootleggers. It's okay, Henry. Neither do I. Runners everywhere with 2 gone. 0-2. Henry comes home. Stayed alive, did right.
Henry to Henry.
I was going to say. Took the words right out of my mouth, Sam.
Matt Henry Wright. Puzzle solved. Thank you. Pat Sajak, I think? I don't know.
Swing and a miss. Down for the 4th time and just overpowered by Matt Henry. They'll leave the bases loaded and have to be content with 1. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Last outs for the Power. 10-4, loud and clear.
Aaron, I think there might be a lucky fan here tonight.
I'd agree with you on that as well, Mitch. Fans, you know what time it is. Get your raffle tickets ready. It's time to find the winner of our 50-50 raffle, brought to you by State Farm's very own Cindy Piper. Tonight's winner will receive a Power swag bag filled with Power Gear, promo coupons, and $78. The winning number is 10180. One 0180. Looks like we got a winner. Congratulations to our winner, and thank you fans for playing the State Farm Cindy Piper 50-50 raffle.
Now pitching for the PSCL, number 10, Cipriano Rivera.
Per usual, a new arm here in this one as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Cipriano Rivera will take over for Deacon Mailer. Deacon ended up going and ending with 2 hits, 2 runs, only one of which was earned. A pair of walks and a strikeout. Cipriano Rivera has made 4 appearances in the PSCL, 2 starts, 11 2/3 innings. As his first offering misses here to Mason Velasquez. It's Velasquez, then Ernesto Figueroa, and Casey Kleiman due up here in the 8th. 10-4, Palm Springs Power. 1-0 to Mason Velasquez. Ground ball towards the middle, and that's going to sneak through for a leadoff knock. Velasquez has his 2nd hit today. A hit in every inning for the Power.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 9.
13 on the night.
Figueroa.
Lucky number. Ernesto Figueroa is 0 for 3, but he does have an RBI, a walk, and a run scored today. He is the only starter without a hit. Down and away. Kleiman's got 2. Rodriguez got 1. 2 for Leaf, 2 for Sakin, 2 for Mazzone, 1 for Johnson, 1 for Schneider. and 2 for Velasquez. Strike call, 1-1. It's now 100 degrees here at 9:49 p.m. Cipriano Rivera comes back. His pitch a called strike. Cipriano out of the College of the Desert, 6 foot, 175 right-handed pitcher. Last time out for him was 5 days ago against the Chill. He had a start going 5 innings, giving up 3 earned on 4 total. Swing and a miss, it's 1-2. Struck out a pair and walked 3 in that contest. Oh, pardon me, that was strike 3. Figueroa goes down on strikes. First strikeout for Rivera. Back to the top of the order, it's Casey Kleinman. Scratch it. Looks like we're going to get a pinch hitter here.
Be J.D. Day.
J.D. Day is pinch hitting.
J.D. Day.
Runner takes off for second. Throwdown will skip in. Safe at the bag. Mason Velasquez was getting a little antsy over at first and says, you know what, let me take second. I'll get a different view. J.D. Day takes over for Casey Kleinman, who ended up going 2 for 4 today. A pair of singles, a walk, 2-run score with a strikeout. It's the first offensive substitution. We'll see obviously other ones with Barraza and Angel if we get there. Three balls and no strikes. Cipriano Rivera working here. Member of the Grizzly here in the PSCL. It's a 4-pitch walk. Put him on first and second for Ryan Rodriguez's replacement, A.J. Barraza. Saved it.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 5, A.J. Barraza.
When the PSCL bat in the top of the ninth, it'll be 8, 9, and 1 due up. Beginning with Hunter Graham. It's 5 straight out of the zone, 1 ball and no strikes. Again, the Power more than likely going to go on to win their 7th in a row. Man, didn't want to give him the corner. 2 balls, no strikes. It's not a bad spot if you're Cipriano. Love the repeatability of pitches. We've talked about that many a time, Sam. Going back to a pitch, even if it didn't work out the first time around. Three and 0. Velasquez at second, Day at first. That'll load him up.
Still 1 out in the bottom of the 8th.
Cervity moves up to fill the bases for Brian Leaf.
Now batting,
I wonder what he's thinking right now.
number 21.
Boom.
Brian Lee.
He's thinking, Steve, stop
betting
Stop
burritos.
getting burritos
Yeah.
from Sam.
They're going to go chat here on the infield. Closing in on 10 p.m. here tonight. Been a long day at the ballpark, Sam. Wouldn't have it any other way. Just trying to settle down Cipriano Rivera right now. Repeat that delivery. Find a good release point. Get a ground ball. Concede a run here if you have to. Working on something here. It's 10-3. You're not too worried about the score right now. You're more so worried on Rivera's ability to get out of this, keep it at 0, or limit the damage. 10-4, beg your pardon. Run came across to the top of the 8th.
10-4, understood.
I said it like 3 times, too. Outside with it, 1-0. Leaf, a pair of RBIs, a pair of hits. He's 2 for 5 today. That'll break up 9 straight out of the zone. It's 1-1. Do get another arm loosening just in case down in the bullpen.
It's Nick Garcia.
There you go. You sure?
Oh, he was warming early. Sorry,
Yeah, I
it
was
was
like,
his teammate.
It's like,
His
that's a
teammate
lefty.
Orlando Martinez now.
2-1 here on Brian Leaf. I was like, that's a lefty, man.
Spoke too soon. They're
There you
both
go.
on the rush.
I was like, man, Nick Garcia's really trying something out, huh? Runners everywhere, 1 out. Brian Leaf sends it out of play. It's 2-2.
As much as I love seeing Cipriano get this inning through, I would love to see Orlando Martinez pitch tonight.
Absolutely.
You know why.
Oh, yeah. We all do. Well, maybe not everybody. 2-2. Didn't chase it, full count.
Not going to spoil it just in case.
There you go. I don't know if we're going to see it. Will the runners be off with 1 down? Payoff. Swing and a miss. Good thing they weren't. Brian Leaf down on strikes for the 2nd consecutive at-bat for him. There's 2 away for Kyle, or rather it's going to be Ryan Gervais.
Now batting for the Power, number 51, Ryan Gervais.
Gervais batting for Sakin, who ended up with 2 hits and 4 trips, at least at bats wise. He went 2 for 4, hit by a pitch. First pitch, Gervais takes a ball, 1-0.
Things might have just gotten even more dangerous. Because Ryan Gervais, we don't see him hit much. He's been mainly working on his pitching here in the Summer League. But man, does he swing a big bat.
There it is right there.
Won the home run derby last year in the PSCL.
Not having one of those this year. No all-star situation this year. Is that the smell of a burrito?
No, it brings the tear to my eye.
Oh, thought you're buying me something.
No. Ryan Gervais swings here.
Swing and a miss.
Give me a burrito. That's how you do your bet, Steve.
Uh-huh.
If this very predictable thing happens right here, you owe me.
Okay. Very predictable. Give me a
Brian Leaf swinging on the first pitch.
He didn't do it twice tonight. In 6 trips. Give me a break. Ground ball pulled on the left side. Battle makes the stop on the backhand. Long throw to first is in time. What a throw by Savon Battle to get him out of the jam. Plant and throw and fire to the other side of the diamond. And we will end the 8th unscathed here in the bottom of the frame to the 9th. Looking up at 6. It's 10-4.
The 9th inning is brought to you by Agua Caliente Palm Springs, who remind you to head downtown to make it legendary. West Coast Cannabis Club pride themselves on providing their customers with premium cannabis products at prices that make sense. WCCC also provides a home delivery service. You're just a phone call away from having a WCCC friendly staff member at your door.
Need to play that. Big time sponsor. I should play it now. Like, they pay for like that. break it. Doesn't it hit a lot of money? It's really quiet. Say it's like a
The clock dings 10 p.m. as we enter the top of the ninth. Matt Henry back out to the hill. The pinch hitters remain in the ball game. Ryan Gervais takes over at first. J.D. Day stays at second now.
Now batting, the right fielder.
It'll be 8-9-1 here. Matt Henry trying to lock this down. Hunter Graham will lead it off. He's 0 for 1 with a pop out today. 10-4, Palm Springs Power lead it. First offering misses. Nope. Give it a strike on the outside edge. One day I'll learn to wait. I'm always so antsy to call it. It's 0-1. I got you, Orlando.
Oh, you spoiled it. Halfway.
I didn't, Sam. That's why I said the one name, and then you spoiled it. 0-2 after the foul ball. Hunter Blair on deck. Potentially. At least he's scheduled to hit. Oh, pardon, Sam Halling came over and played defensively. Never wrote that one down. So it's Sam Halling on deck. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Only 2 starters in the lineup right now. Out of play. Henry Wright and Jalen Freeman. Everyone else has had a pinch hitter or a defensive replacement. Outside, 2-2. It was a little bit of a laboring 8th for Matt Henry. A couple of walks, 3 straight with 2 outs reached, including an RBI single. 2-2. Yes, he did. They rang him up. Turn around, Torin. He's ringing him up. 3rd strikeout for Matt Henry. Win's going to go to Eric Teleroja. What a game for him. 7 innings with 8 strikeouts, both season highs. 2 earned, 3 total, 3 hits, 3 walks. Swing and a miss here by Sam Halling, his first trip to the plate.
Correction, number 11, Sam Halling.
Hunter Blair ended up going 0 for 2 today with a pair of strikeouts. Both against Eric Teleroja. Outside with it. Sam Halling from Des Moines Area Community College out of Waukesha West High School, class of 2021. At high school just a few months ago, if not a little over a month ago. Ranked the number 11 best high school catcher in Wisconsin. 6 foot 175. 2 balls and 1 strike. Takes one. 2-2. Whenever you get that high of a praise, you always turn your attention to that. You know I gravitate towards my catchers, Sam. 2-2 back up the box and into center field. Sam Halling, who, by the way, wears the number 11, singles to keep this game going here in the 9th.
He's going to rep it every day.
There you go.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Siobhan Battle had one heck of a play to end the 8th.
Siobhan
Long throw to get Gervais at first, who admittedly isn't, Sonic the Hedgehog, but still one heck of a throw. It took a perfect throw. Battle 0 for 1 with a strikeout tonight. Trailing 10-4. First pitch back up the box. Spin throw to second. Battles racing to first. He's there safely. Oh, they call them out. And that will end the ball game. We don't have instant replay here, but oh well. That's going to end the ball game right at the 3-hour marker. 10-4 is your final ground ball double play to end it here tonight. For the Palm Springs Power, 10 runs on 13 hits, 1 error. For the PSCL, they put up 4 runs, doing so on 6 hits. End up committing 3 errors in the field. The win is going to go to Eric Teleroja. Sam, you're going to have to help me out with the loss. It's going to be the 4th pitcher.
Going to be Bryce Ramirez.
Bryce Ramirez will get the loss. No save here in this one. Started at 7:04 tonight. 10:04, the final out was recorded. It took us 3 hours flat here on this Tuesday, July the 6th. Thanks again for tuning in here for this one. Don't forget all the action tomorrow, 9 a.m. 2 games on the PSCL schedule. And, of course, 7:05, the Palm Springs Power is set to take on the Inland Valley Bucks. All the action. And, of course, gates open at 6 o'clock. Kids Day Wednesday. Get in for $1, 12 and under. For Sam Walters and for all of us here in the Power Summer Collegiate League and the Palm Springs Power, I'm Steve Granado. One last time, Power win their 7th in a row over the PSCL team, 10-4. We'll talk to you tomorrow, but until then, enjoy what's left of your Tuesday evening, everybody.